Does your fast-moving footage look like shit? Well, hit subscribe and let's try to fix that. Welcome back to Right Lane Riders. Do you ever wonder why your fast-moving footage looks really sharp but kind of off, sort of like it's a cheap commercial? It's probably because you're not using ND filters. So what are ND filters? Well, it's one of the cheapest upgrades that you can make for fast-moving footage. What it does is it allows you to lock your shutter speed so that you can enable that buttery smooth motion. This is an automotive channel, and I was struggling on how to get the best fast-moving motion. I did try an ND filter recently, and I went up and down the block so I could try to see what it would look like when compared with a non-ND filter camera. Today we're going to repeat that experiment. Today I'm going to show you how ND filters can completely transform the footage on a DJI Action 5 Pro. So as of recording this, the DJI Action 5 Pro is the most recent action camera from DJI. So I have two cameras right here, one with an ND filter and one without. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mount them to the car in the same spot or as close as I can get them. And then I'm gonna do a quick little experiment where I'm driving up and down the highway. We're gonna compare the footage to see which one looks better, which one looks sharper. So let's talk about strength. I have this part written down because it's a lot to memorize, but basically when you buy an ND filter set, they come with a bunch of different stops is what they're called. ND4 is usually the lowest one, which means it's blocking a minimal amount of light, and it goes up to ND8, 16, 32, and 64. Today we're gonna use 16 because it's a super bright day, but I have this written down, so ND8 is for cloudy or early morning light, ND16 is perfect for most sunny days, ND32 and 64 is midday, harsh light, and a lot of reflections. I'll put the rest of the settings down in the comments below so you guys can see what I did. But yeah, let's take it for a drive and let's see how it looks afterwards. It's always tough trying to figure out which routes to take, but I think today we got a good little route. Hopefully I can really capture the differences between these two cameras. ND filters basically are sunglasses for your camera. They don't change the color or they don't change the sharpness of the image that the camera sees. But what they do is reduce the amount of sunlight that hit your camera's sensor. So reducing the amount of sunlight allows you to control your shutter speed. You can actually lock your shutter speed to something that would enable motion blur, even on very bright and sunny days. And with that out of the way, you can see the comparison footage here. I was quite surprised at how clearly visible the motion blur was when looking at the paint on the road. The lane markers are clearly more blurry with the ND filter and a lot more crisp, especially when you pause the video like this. Another thing to consider is the wheel. It's very, very obvious that you can almost pause any frame and see the rim clearly without the ND filter. With the ND filter, you really can't pause the video and see the rim clearly. There's always blur with the rims. So yeah, ND filters, tiny pieces of glass that change how your footage feels. If your footage looks too sterile or too sharp, sort of like it was shot on a phone, then try an ND filter. I'll drop in the comments below what settings I used, and you go ahead and drop your comments if you have any fun tips. And with that, I'll see you in the right lane once the Mini's out of the shop.